The bat begins to take a more human shape. Haley is fine. They fine as hell. Oh my god. No, but if you don't get out of here, you might as well be very soon. My body felt the rush through time and space before collapsing into reality again. I look up already knowing who I would find when the hand was moved from my face. What's with that nasty look? Grow a brain, honey. You should be thanking me. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Sleeeeepy. If you are new here, it is nice to meet you, cutie pie. And if you are returning, I miss you, sleepyhead. And welcome to the hub of all things oh so cozy, oh so sleepy, and oh so sweet. So last week you guys saw me crash out, cry, and throw up about Binary Stars endings. He looks at me quietly, a softness passing through his eyes. Sleepy, I love you. If you are gone, the world will crumble. And I mean literally, I'll destroy it. I shine with ray. Brilliance thread amongst matter and being. I fade. I am reborn. My finger slipped. Oh my god. I can't sleep alone. I'm scared to click the button. Hold on, I'm crying. Wait. Excuse me.
Take me to the king. Take me to the king. And I know you should eventually we'll be together.
This week, we are going to get double in Haley's endings, and if it's not too long, we'll get the after stories. I'm excited. You're excited. Let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna start with the love of my life, Haley. More exciting than a minimum wage cafe employee. I can't even imagine. Hal cracks a smile, tossing their napkin at me playfully. I snatch it out of the air. You're such a little shit, you know that. Wow, how language! I think in the onboarding videos, they referred to this as a toxic workplace environment. Calm Haley down so the customers don't hear. Haley. I touch their arm, grabbing their attention. They pause, noticing me look around the cafe as the customers who were peering curiously. Yeah, you're right. I'll shut up now. Haley sighs, pushing their hair over their shoulder. I'm right though. Back when I was a teen, people still protested heroes. They grumble while walking away. Okay, Gandhi, we know the world was different back in your day. Haley shoots a glare in my direction. Funny. That's really funny. Haley shoots a glare in my direction, but is unable to keep a completely straight face. They laugh while continuing their walk towards the storage room. I'm gonna go sort out some inventory in the back, if my old person back can hang in there. Maybe I'll have to ask for some help from the younglings with more energy. I point to the register. Yeah, I don't mind helping out, as long as you're cool with the till being run by a certain employee with sticky fingers and a fascination for hero collectibles. Never mind, I feel years younger. Haley walks off in their wide stride. Although their boots have heels, I can never seem to hear the click against the hard floor. Haley? I'm just curious. I just want to say goodbye. Hey, thanks for helping. Oh. This poor child, he could not get a break. This poor old man, he's not a child, he's grown. The sound of a large explosion is heard in the distance. The ground shakes with the force of the blow. Ray sighs, frustration seeping from his tone. God damn it. Poor thing. Ray's phone buzzes once more and he picks it up. Just two. Fine. On my way. You owe me. After hanging up, Ray turns to me. Looks like I gotta clock in some overtime. Sorry to hear that. I hope you don't have to work too hard. I don't know. Might work so late that I'll have to pick up some of my favorite coffee tomorrow morning. I don't work tomorrow. Ray takes on a teasing tone. Wow. Assuming I only come to Cafe Wayne and Crescent for you? Pretty bold of you. Calling it good is an awful stretch of the imagination. He laughs genuinely. Okay, fair enough. An attractive barista is a nice bonus to a pretty average black coffee. Ray looks towards the large black pluming staining of the sky. I should probably get going though. Thanks for your help, Ray. Anything for my favorite barista. He walks off, giving a short wave goodbye. Well, Blaze, I am not interested. We told him to fuck off last time. We'll be kind of nice. Whatever you're trying to do, I'm not interested. Luke, I am just trying to work my job. I have to clock out I glanced at the clock 10 minutes ago. Okay, so go clock out and we can head out together. That's not happening. It's not happening. Sorry. You don't want to leave with me? Oh, don't worry, darling. I'll take you to dinner first. Oh, okay. He eyes me up and down. You look starving. The fuck? Absolutely not. Luke looks visibly irritated that I don't want to go out with you. Fine. You just lost the chance that every civilian wants. Get out of my face. What about Ray? What about him? Hal rubs the back of their neck, looking away. It's, I guess a feeling. Like, kinda a bad one. Something doesn't feel genuine with him. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. Maybe just keep an eye out for anything that is off. I haven't seen anything weird yet. Him slowly walking in for that one, he said, "What's weird?" Nah, Mr. Star definitely has some skeletons in his closet. He definitely has. Yeah, I mean, every human has some skeletons in their closet, so I can't be surprised if binary is any different. Yeah, I just wonder how many skeletons, you know? Haley bites their lip in thought. I just don't think heroes can be moral. And that is pretty dangerous when you have the powers that heroes do. You think too much, House. Heroes are just like you and me. Haley levels a glance at Miles. I really doubt that. What'd you say? Nothing, Miles. When you put it like that, it's hard not to feel a little weary. I just hope there aren't too many skeletons. Yeah, same. You just gotta watch out for yourself first and foremost. Okay, so this is us leaving. We're deciding to leave the cafe because double trouble boil and bubble came back for us. Some part of me knew that leaving Haley was going to be one of the hardest things I have to do. Oh. Despite our short time together, Haley and I have become increasingly close. When I first got hired, I was scared to form any friendships. Like a stray backed into the corner, I stayed away and hissed at anyone that came too close. But Haley gave me space. They supported me with words of encouragement. They let me lean on them until I was able to grow a backbone of my own. I have changed a lot thanks to Haley's patience and kindness. I'm sure Double was even able to sense a change in me, considering how on edge he is. I can't risk Double doing something to Haley, so I can't stay. I decided to put the use of my backbone that Haley gave me. They helped me and protected me at my lowest, so now I will protect them. But even so, it's heart-wrenching to lose someone who just understood on the level that Haley does. And I won't fool myself to say I don't feel anything for them either. I walk into the cafe Waning Crescent for what is likely the last time. Their expression stings me to the core. I didn't want to leave them either, but I hardly had a choice in any of this. Frankly, since meeting Double, I hardly had a choice in anything. I glanced down at the envelope, holding it up. I'm sorry to do this. I'm just going to really miss you. I thought maybe we had something. Haley suddenly becomes flustered, their face lighting a light pink. They face away. Never mind. I can't believe I'm really making this more awkward than it already is. Sorry. I can't help but smile a bit. I thought it was only me that felt something. Maybe if I stuck around longer, and I could have started dating or something. I felt even more depressed at the thought of having to leave this city now. Fuck, this sucks. I forced a smile, unsure what to say. Sorry, I was just being selfish. Do what's best for you, Sleepy. Just know you aren't getting rid of me that easily. I can't help but to smile. I never wanted to get rid of you, Hals. Yeah, sure. Maybe someday when whatever you're running from is over, you can come back. I wake up with the sense that I dreamt about the old times with Double. He used to be so much nicer. Or was he like this all along and I just didn't catch it? I get up and inspect the fridge. It was pretty empty, so I settle on eating some leftovers. Throughout the day, I shift between watching TV programs, playing on my phone, and reading some articles. I try to get in some good reading just to pass the time, but I can feel my attention not able to stick to anything. After a few hours of being lazy, I can feel the exhaustion setting in. The sun is beginning to set. I leave the bathroom, closing the door behind me. The various scars that adorn Ray's body are seared into my mind. Just, what has he been fighting all this time? I can hear Ray give a tired sigh as the shower water hits his body. The soft sounds of footsteps wake me up. My eyes flutter open to the sunlight peeking through the windows. How early is it? It's 8 a.m. Ray? I whip my head over to Ray, who stands there looking surprised. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. No, it's okay. You just usually aren't here in the mornings. Ray gives a wry smile. You make me sound like a bad hookup or something. I love him so much. You want me to do the walk of shame or something? No. Though, I'm sure you could do a pretty good walk of shame. I am too. Dramatics. Ray laughs. Wow, what do you take me for? I do have to leave for work, though. Do you mind if I shower here before leaving? No, go for it. Don't worry. I'll be out of your hair soon. Okay, so let's go ahead and give Haley a call. I decide to give Haley a call. They warned me before that Binary Star most likely has some skeletons in the closet. Maybe they know more. Or maybe they don't. Either way, Hal's comforting voice is something that I needed to hear right now. The dial tone rings softly. Hello, Sleepy? Hi, Hal. Sleepy, are you okay? I tried texting you, but you never responded. I was getting worried. You kind of dropped off the face of the planet there for a minute. I'm okay. You sure? You don't sound okay. I bite my lip. Everything in me wants to run crying for Hal, but I can't be selfish. Hal essentially just lost their whole business to the chaos of the West District. The last thing I want to do is heft more stress onto them. Yeah, I guess I just missed you is all. I can hear Hal suck in air suddenly. Hal? Yeah. Yeah, me too. Are you okay? I hear a familiar voice in the background. Is it Miles? Yeah, it is. Yo, is that Sleepy? Let me say hi. Wait, your face is so red. That's so funny. Stone Cold Hal down pat. A loud smack reverberates over the speaker. Mild groans in the background. So, did you call for anything specific? No, not really. Remember how you mentioned that you think all the heroes have skeletons in their closets? Mm-hmm. The more powerful the hero, the more packed that closet's going to be. Why do you think that? If you have unlimited power, who will stop you? The government will do anything to protect their assets, after all. What do you think about Binary Star? Once again, there is a silence on the other end of the call. Please, Sleepy, listen to me closely. Run away from Binary Star. I did some asking, some digging, and nothing good can come from being around him. He will only cause you misery and chaos. Don't talk about my baby that way. You'll never know peace again if you accept him. The best thing you can do is run as far and fast as you can. There's another pause on the other line. Just, please tell me you will leave tonight and run very, very far away. I was unable to answer, unsure what to do. Haley's tone left no question in severity of their request. I'll find you again when you're in a safe place. The phone call cuts off suddenly. Haley probably hung up. Ray isn't home and it's already pretty late. Part of me was thankful for his absence. Despite all of the time Ray and I had spent together, I still feel as if I barely knew him. Like he could flip a switch and become a total stranger. And some part of me knew that I may never come to understand him. And that scares me. Okay, let's go for the window. I look around, the front door is too far away, and the balcony door may be too heavy for me to open. The window falls into my vision. It is already partially open. If I can leverage my body to force it open in one swoop, maybe I can get some fresh air and jump into the neighbor's balcony. Gathering my strength, I push the windowsill upwards. The momentum of the push causes me to fall backwards onto the hard floor. I curse myself, frustration growing. Chirp, chirp, squeak. I look up and see a bat at the window. My heart drops. I need to shoot away from the fire immediately. I try to leap up, but I slip back onto the hard ground. The bat begins to morph and change shape. Is Haley a shapeshifter? Am I hallucinating? I rub my eyes and the morphing of the bat continues. The bat begins to take a more human shape, fur shedding into skin, wings into arms. Am I dead? Haley is fine. They fine as hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, but if you don't get out of here, you might as well be very soon. The bat has formed into a very familiar figure. They sit across my window frame, cool and composed despite the chaos surrounding us. Their green hair sways in the wind. Despite the bat ears, a very familiar sparkle in their eyes make it impossible to not recognize them. How? Haley smiles. They sport a catsuit and a mask. A suit like that isn't cheap. It looks even custom made. And was Haley just a bat? Sleepy, are you okay? Why are you? What are you? It's dangerous, you have to. My brain malfunctions and Haley laughs. I think the smoke is getting to your head. Let me get you out of here, and then I promise I'll explain everything. Haley hops through the window. They make their way over to the balcony door. Cover your face. I do as I'm told in one smooth I want to see the kick animation. I bet it was so good. The smooth kick, Haley shatters the glass. God, you're so cool. Say. Okay, now I know your brain has lost too much oxygen. Haley plucks me off the ground and stands me to my feet. Haley begins to morph again. Soon, a large Siberian tiger is in my apartment. My face pales. Get on my back. The tiger talks in Haley's voice. I'm going to get you out of here. The tiger is Haley. I approach it cautiously. Oh my god, hurry up. The tiger, Haley, scoops me up with their head onto their back. They walk into the balcony, and back up to the very edge. Hang on as tight as you can, okay? I wrap my arms around Haley and shut my eyes, putting my full faith into Hal. Haley takes off into a sprint. Soon the air hits my face and we land again. I look up and see that we are in the neighbor's balcony. One more time, hang on, okay? There's another sprint and then leap. A loud metal sound resonates as we land onto the fire escape. Haley doesn't stop moving. They continue as they sprint down the stairs, never-breaking stride. Then they hit soil. Their gait only speeds up. I look up and even the night sky is a blur. Keep holding on until I tell you to stop, okay? I can hear Haley huff below me. I can't help but think of how soft their fur feels under my face. After some time, Haley finally slows to a stopping pace onto the ground. Oh my god, what are you doing? Haley roars furiously at a certain Miles, who is standing outside beside the car. Miles. And just like that, I started living my new life with Miles and Haley in a new city. Apparently, Haley has been living a double life as an infamous villain in this whole time. Well, villain isn't necessarily the correct term. Cat burglar is probably more appropriate. When I used to be a villain, Haley's alias was plastered over all the magazines. Shrouded villain Chimera strikes again. Oh, that's cool. But Hal never hurt anyone. Always worked alone. The only reason they were labeled a villain was due to the fact that they were taking from the rich and powerful. And they were damn good at it. So good, in fact, that Miles' dad hunted Haley down to offer an incredible amount of money for Haley to take on Miles as their villain apprentice. Oh, and did I mention that apparently Miles comes from a long infamous line of villainy heritage? Oh my god, Miles. His dad, brothers, uncle, and he loves his dad, brothers, uncles, aunts, mothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and so on are some of the most well-known villains of all time. Oh my goodness. Miles, of course, would rather be a hero, but good luck to anyone who tries to convince his father of that. So now, Miles, Haley, and I roll together. Sharing a small apartment, we sleep in the day and lurk in the night. We take what is ours, we funnel the money into offshore accounts, preparing to flee whenever he finds us. Because according to Haley, it's not a matter of how, it's a matter of when. Having Haley at my side, I feel like I could take on anything. I would take on anything at the chance for a future where I can keep smiling and laughing with them. With Haley at my side, things are happier, peaceful even. I find my stride again. I don't know how much I needed them. They look at me. A familiar smile adorns their beautiful face. Falling asleep by Hal's side is a piece of heaven that I'm willing to fight for, to preserve. Be it hero or villains. Come what may, I'm ready. Oh, I love that one. Having binary star in my small apartment, honestly, it scares me. Back when I was a part of the night crew, some of my criminal compatriots would come back to the base absolutely terrified. They would shake as if withstanding an Arctic freeze. They would be unable to speak, their eyes hollowed and distant. And the next day, they would be gone. I wouldn't dare ask Double what happened to them. His white knuckles said more than his voice ever could. Now, I think I understood. The sickening sounds wouldn't stop coming back to me. It made my stomach flip and my legs shake. But despite my numbing fear, I had to know. Who are you, binary star? The sun continues to set, a brilliant red closing in on nighttime. Alright, let's call Mr. Crazy. His face appears in my mind. I hate him with a burning passion, but I can't ignore that he is my best bet on information at this moment. I unblock his number and then press the dial button. The phone rings and rings, but ultimately Double does not answer. I sigh and stretch out. Suddenly my phone is vibrating. I pick up the call. Irritating. And what do I owe this pleasure, Sleepy? His voice is as smug as usual. I can practically see the mocking grin across his face. Double. Don't act so cold. You're the one that called me. Well, you're the one that tried to cut my fucking fingers off. I still might if you keep pushing. I ignore him, determined to stick to my goal at hand. I have a question. That right. Yeah. I remember back when we worked together, you had some run-ins with Binary Star, right? Double? I'll answer your question if you answer mine first. Okay. What color underwear are you wearing right now, Sleepy? Double laughs. What a piece of shit. I should have known he was just going to mess with me. I am not answering that. So let me get this right. His voice becomes dangerously low. You call me to get some info on another guy, and you assume I'm just gonna play nice? Double lets out a harsh laugh. You are truly more of an idiot than I could have imagined. I resist the urge to throw my phone across the room. The line is silent. Guess I should hang up then. Black, white. What makes you think I'm wearing any? Double honestly scares the shit out of me. But I'll be damned if I'd sit here and let him intimidate me. I decide to throw him off of his balance. And what makes you think I'm even wearing any? Double is at a loss for words. Speechless, Double? I remember the last time I left you speechless. Fuck, Sleepy. He mumbles under his breath. Some part of me liked that I still had some hold over him. I would be like, got that gorilla great. Unfortunately for me, he's always quick to recover. I don't believe you. What? I said, I don't believe you. I can hear the smirk in his tone. Send me a picture. Ah! You are not my boyfriend. You don't get boyfriend privileges. You don't get privileges. Are you serious? I am not doing that. Aw. All bark and no bite per usual, huh? I guess you don't need me to answer your question then. I immediately get up and strip off my top and pants. I'll show you some bite, bastard. After posing for a flawless ass shot paired with a tasteful middle finger, yes, yes. I send over the photo. I love that. Very nice. Almost exactly like I remember. Pretty whore. Double. So, what did you want to know again? He said, yeah, but I'm like, she still got that ass. Right, Binary Star. Double gives a short, spiteful laugh. You were so lucky you were my partner. You have no idea what I sheltered you from. And still don't. The others would come back completely traumatized from seeing their friends being ripped apart by the heroes while you knew none of the better. None of the heroes ever gave a shit about any of us. And that guy, he's the worst of all. He's fine. There was nothing human about those red eyes. No empathy, no guilt, just destruction without mercy. That's you! In our world, they say if you see a red flash, you're already dead. The iconic red eyes of hero Binary Star being plastered on every TV show. Every magazine has to be some kind of irony. Is that what you wanted to hear about your new boyfriend? The child from the stars? Is he really that bad? Double is quiet. I liked you, Sleepy. You were always a feisty little shit. The others always told me I was too soft on you. Too sweet on you. Fuck. Something foreign tints Double's tone, an uncharacteristic hint of emotion breaking through. Sleepy, you should think hard and make a decision. Do you want to live at the whims of a cruel, unforgiving creature? Was he a cruel, unforgiving creature? Or would you rather die? Oh, he's the cruel, unforgiving. Okay, he knows. Your window to make a decision is closing. Soon it will be made for you. Even if you cry and beg, I can't come save you this time, Sleepy. Binary Star is so far removed from humanity, he might as well be from the stars. He's a creature without weaknesses. Well, I guess now he has one. And God knows he's gonna keep that bitch on a short leash. Fuck off. Double just laughs. Good luck, bitch. You're gonna need it. I'll keep your nice little picture as a parting gift. I can't stand him, but I get why she fell for him. I get why we fell for him. After the phone goes silent, did Double just really hang up on me? Still a scumbag after all this time. I try to push his words out of my head. Do you want to live at the whims of a cruel, unforgiving creature, or would you rather die? Binary. No, Ray. Surely he can't be that bad. He's been nothing but kind to me. Double has told me cruel lies in the past. He is definitely just trying to psych me out. I make a desperate crawl dash for the front door. Adrenaline shields me from the pain searing through my palms. I crawl towards the front door. It's open. I can escape. I thanked whatever gods may have been watching over me. Crawling out into the hallway, I was able to get some fresh air. With adrenaline kicked in, I was up on my feet and running in no time. I sprint down the stairs and out of the front door. My lungs burned as if they were caught on fire as well. Making my way to the street, I can't help but to find the silence. Odd. A fire this big and there was no emergency vehicles? I needed to find someone to call for help before the fire spreads, putting anyone else in danger. As I reached the alley to the main street, the adrenaline was wearing off, and my legs shook, threatening to give out. I leaned up against the wall, gasping for air. I could only hear the sound of my blood rushing and my heart pounding wildly. Suddenly, a hand covered my face, and I felt a feeling that was all too familiar. My body felt the rush through time and space before collapsing into reality again. Ooh, he has like a time shifting. Ooh, that's interesting. I look up, already knowing who I would find when the hand was moved from my face. It's with that nasty look. I glanced around, trying to figure out where exactly Double landed us. Don't worry, I didn't face you too far. Just far enough that we don't have to worry about any interruptions. Don't touch me, get away from me. I back up, stumbling and catching myself over some garbage. When Binary Star finds you, he's going to... do what exactly? Bring me to justice? Double cackles. It is cold and humorless. Grow a brain, honey. You should be thanking me. You are lucky I got to you first, Sleepy. Who knew what he would have done? I continue to catch my breath, glaring up at him. Binary Star would have saved me. He tilts his head. Double's eyes crinkle. Are you sure about that? You really can't be this ignorant, Sleepy. He told you, didn't he? About his abilities, or rather, ability. I look at Double. My silence speaks volumes. Then think. Use your fucking brain. Before you went to sleep, did you leave anything plugged in? When you woke up in your apartment already covered in flames, did you smell any gas, any gasoline? My eyes widen at what Double is insinuating. Yeah, that's what I assumed. I assumed this much. How are you able to sleep through your apartment catching on fire, Sleepy? There's no way. You must have done this. Double cackles loudly. Do you hear yourself? Think, Sleepy. Who bothered you at the cafe? No. Yes. Binary Star took out the trash. And if I didn't come to collect you, guess who would have been next? No, that doesn't make sense. Why would he want to kill me? Who knows what the cycle is thinking? I really shouldn't have saved you. But the thought of anyone else torching you alive didn't sit right with me. So let's go back to old times. New city, new us? Don't worry, Sleepy. I may not have been a hero, but I'll keep you reasonably safe and sound. Double laughs as if it's the funniest thing in the world. My face pales. Oh, true to Double's word, we started a new life in a new city. Although it was a new life, it felt reminiscent to old times. This time, Double wasn't keeping any secrets. I witnessed everything, for better or for worse. I would see Binary Star's face on the screen, on magazines, on big advertisements, peering down at me as if I were an ant. I could almost see the madness swimming behind the wide, iconic smile. I look over at Double. He cut a piece of flesh off of a hero's arm. The hero screams, peering at me with pleading eyes. Double looks back at me, smiling wide, blood-splattered face. Was trading one madness for another worth it? It was a question that swam in the depths of my chest, that crawled up my throat like bile every time Double smiled at me. I was too afraid to answer. Double approaches me, wiping the blood off of his hands with a towel. He smiles. Let's get out of here, Sleepy. The others will take care of the rest. I glance at the screaming man, now flesh being extracted. I glance back at Double, foolishly asking, is he going to be okay? A fake smile stretches across Double's face. His jaws tighten. I can tell he is upset. A paper-thin smile. Double asks, why? Do you care what happens to him? To a hero? I grab Double's hand, responding, no, I don't. Let's just go. Double smiles, leaning down, placing his lips on my forehead. I can feel the blood smear where he kisses, our liturgical smearing of ashes. We are the same, yet so different. Double doesn't hide anything from me anymore. He expects the same in return. As we walk amongst the city streets, I don't dare look upon the oppressive stare of Binary Star. He glares down at me, accusations behind his wild smile. I refuse to look even as those red eyes dissolve into the night. After all, in Double and I's world, there is only room for us, and only us. Oh, Pooh. The abusive relationship ending. Oh my god. Okay, so we got all the endings. We did everything. It is like bittersweet. It's bittersweet. So let's go ahead and let's get all of the after stories. But I'm gonna start from least favorite to most favorite. So Ray is going last. I'm that kind of person. I like to save my favorite nummies for last. Let's start with Double, because this one's gonna hurt my feelings. I stare at the familiar wall, its creases and marks unchanged. The couch I sit on feels no different from the one that I used to own. The living room even smells slightly of fresh flowers and wood. It's uncanny, as if I had been transported back in time. As if nothing has changed. But in reality, entirely too much had changed. The door clicks open. I don't even have to turn my head. I already know who it is. Not even welcome home. He calls from the threshold as he enters. Welcome home. I mumble in response, devoid of all enthusiasm. Double doesn't say anything. Instead, he continues to the kitchen, placing some things down. I stare at the wall. He walks over slowly. How was your day? Ooh, we got options. Hold on. Glare at him. I glare at him, refusing to answer. He smiles wide, enjoying my mirth. Oh, don't be like that. Double walks over towards me. You really look like you want to hit me, you know? He reaches out his hand, brushing it against my cheek. I move my face away, but his hand follows. It's okay being upset. But you shouldn't carry that anger with you. That's unhealthy. Irritating. He moves his hand, brushing a finger over my lip. I snap, biting him hard. The psycho doesn't even flinch. He just pulls his hand back and stares at the bite mark curiously. He looks back at me, his eyes dark. Previous humor gone. That's not good. Double steps away and I return to staring at the same far wall. Double crosses my vision. He walks up to the standing lamp. In one swift motion, Double pushes the lamp onto the floor, shattering the glass shade. He casually stomps on the bulb that remained intact, breaking it too. Slowly, he picks up a large shard of glass. He turns towards me, walking over slowly. He approaches closer, and I try to scramble away. But the heavy chain attached to a thick metal clamp around my neck keeps me imprisoned to a 3 feet radius of the couch. Ciao. I scramble onto the hard floor by the far corner of the couch. I try to move further away, but Double brings his heavy boot down onto the chain. Come here. He bends down, picking up the chain in his other hand. I said, come here. He yanks the chain. I fall forward, palms catching the floor right by his foot. That pose looks good on you, sweetie. You should prostrate yourself more often. He laughs to himself, short and harsh. Look at me. I look upwards. Seems like you forgot how to be the lovely partner that you used to be. I look up at him and the glass shard in his hand. My eyes shake and jump between the glass shard and his face. I will my eyes to not water. Oh, look at you. I just can't stay mad at you. Do you remember how to be my lover? Or do you need me to remind you of your dedication? We're already going down the route. So remind me, bitch. I give Double a hard look. Remind me, bitch. I spit out with as much vitriol as I can manage. He smiles wide, crazed and excited. I was hoping you would say so. He nudges me with his foot. Sit up. Have some dignity. I do as I'm told. He crouches down in front of me, holding the shard of glass up. So, my love, where do you want your new tattoo? I will my eyes not to widen, my body not to shake. He's serious. I like how Double's after is just abusive husband. Like, not even just like verbally abuse, like just every kind of abuse. Ciao. I shift my body weight and show my side. Double's eyebrows shoot upward in a rare show of genuine expression. He looks back up at me and I smirk at him. This spot. He taps the glass shard against my hip, trailing it down roughly, and it catches on the fabric. Is where animals get branded, darling. Did you know that? Are you trying to appease me? Tease me? Or does it just come naturally to you? Unfortunately, I don't quite agree with your choice of location. His eyes brush across my body. I think... He brings a finger to the tip of my nose and trails it downwards. He stops his finger where it reaches just under my collarbone. Here's perfect. He brings his hand up to cup my chin. Now, honey, you can bite me this time. In fact, you will probably need it. But be careful not to squirm too much. You don't want any mistakes, right? Double raises his hand up to my mouth, and I latch onto it. I'd rather give some pain back to him, even if it is of his own decision. Wasting not a second longer, he presses the glass into my flesh. I scream, biting down into his hand at the breaking of my skin. He smiles at me as he carves in with a steady hand. I continue to scream, muffled by his hands that remains firmly held between my teeth. He carves slowly with diligence. The seconds linger as if they were hours. I can feel his carving, my split flesh, the warm blood rolling down my chest. My body breaks out into sweat and tears roll down my cheek. Some hit the open wound, making it sting harshly. After what feels like an eternity, Double finally sighs and backs up. He drops the piece of glass to the ground and holds my shaking shoulders. Look at you. You are ephemeral. So lovely. He places kisses onto my face and I am too in shock to even move away. Double gets up. He moves away, soon returning with disinfectant supplies. He cleans and bandages up my wounds, taking time to wipe away my tears and whisper reassurances. He didn't even tell me my safe word. Double scoops me up from the floor, setting me on the couch in his lap. He holds me tight, breathing in my scent. I missed you all day, honey. You're gonna ruin the nickname honey for me. Couldn't wait to get back home and see you. I couldn't get myself to speak. What movie do you want to see this weekend for our date? Let's stop by that bookstore after. I stay silent. In the before times, Double and I used to go out for a date every weekend. He would treat me to a movie and a coffee, ice cream, books, various knickknacks. Anything I looked at for a second too long became mine, even if I didn't particularly want it. Eventually, his behavior became so problematic that it was more stressful to be outside with him than it was to be behind closed doors. It's okay. Double moves his head back and looks at me with dead eyes. I don't like this one. Excuse me? Yeah, I can't wait. He smiles, hugging me again. His hugs felt suffocating. I needed to get away from him. Double. I look up at him. He stares down at me, looking slightly happy that I called him by his name. Can I make us dinner tonight? He looks at me, stares at me, scanning my intentions. I want to make us something nice. After staring at me for a bit longer, he smiles. Sure. He pulls me closer by the chain, so our noses are almost touching. I can feel his breath dust over my face. He takes his time as he reaches into his pocket, grabbing the key to the heavy lock that binds my neck. I squirm, attempting to relieve my back of the tension caused by the awkward position. Double smirks a little. He brings the key to my neck. The heavy lock falls to the wayside, along with the metal clasp. Double smiles as if he did me a favor. Go get him, tiger. I stand up, stretching my wobbly legs and make my way slowly over to the kitchen. Some part of me feels enraged at how weak my legs have grown after weeks of not enough use. I lean onto the countertop as I hear Double pick up his phone. I spot his outer jacket draped over the bar chair. I wobble over to the jacket, praying to God that it had a spare key in one of the pockets. I rifle through quickly. All of the pockets felt empty aside from one. My hand brushes against a hard object, and a pointy object. I pull out the objects. One is a small key that looks exactly like the key that Double used on my collar. I don't have any pockets, so I tuck it into the waist of my pants as snugly as I can manage. I pull out the second object. It is a small, deep black velvet box. My heart pounds and my hands sweat as I open the box slowly. If it's a ring. Double, leave me alone. Leave me alone. My fears surface as I eye the gorgeous ring. You know, I think I would rather take my chances with Ray. No, I would rather take my chances with Binary Star. I think I would rather take my chances with Binary Star. Because what in the... Okay. The ring shines in the kitchen light. I hear the couch creak as Double gets up. I quickly shove the rake back into the jacket pocket. My heart is pounding. Everything is quiet. I open the cupboard and close it. Double takes another phone call. I look at his jacket pocket again. Is he really? My palms sweat. My chest pounds. I start to feel nauseous. I avert my gaze, looking around the kitchen instead. My eyes land on a large knife. I then glance back at the tan, irritating jacket, the disgusting lump lurking in the pocket. I feel indignant or regret? Indignant. I feel indignant. My hand tightens around the knife. I smile in the reflection, my resolve thickening. How are things going? Double calls to me from the other room. I smile, heart beating 1,000 miles an hour. Great! I'm making you the perfect dish. I walked towards the edge of the kitchen, pressing myself against the wall. Come have a taste, honey. He should know we ain't okay. I smile at my reflection in the knife. If I can't have my freedom, I might as well take what I can from him. I can hear his footsteps approaching. I grip the knife, stealing my resolve. You want me, Double? You are gonna get me. Ooh. 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 That was, oh my goodness. All right, so doubles, let's go through really quick. Let's go through. So this time we're gonna ignore him. I refuse to look at him. I continue to stare at the wall with resolve, as if he doesn't even exist. You are being pretty fucking rude, you know? I clench my jaw and strengthen my resolve. A minute of silence passes. Double crosses my vision. Let's apologize even though we don't want to apologize. I look down. I'm sorry. Aw, I couldn't quite hear you, honey. Speak up. I said I'm sorry. I half shout, eyes welling with tears. Double crouches down in front of me. He places his hand on my chin, angling my face up towards him. Look at you, poor thing. Already crying and I haven't even punished you yet. Double, please. Please don't hurt me. I'll be a good partner, I promise. I promise. Double smiles, but there is no kindness to it. Honey, you know I can't trust you anymore. I won't punish you, but we will have to leave you chained for another few weeks. No, please. I want to go outside. I don't want to be here. Double's face falls, and his hand around my jaw tightens dangerously. What do you mean you don't want to be here? This is your home. Our home. Double looks furious, his grip tightening on my jaw by the second. That's not what I meant. His dark eyes narrow as he waits for my explanation. I just want some new decorations. I'm bored of the same stuff and it's old. My desperate lie spills out. I hold my breath, hoping that my lie will ease his temperamental anger. He smiles, letting go of my chin. Why didn't you say so? I always told you that you needed to throw out all this old garbage and update it some. Looks like you're finally coming around, huh? Double looked genuinely happy and I silently thank whatever God exists out there. Double scoops me up from the floor, setting me on the couch in his lap. I feel regret. Maybe some of this really is my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have left Double. Maybe it really did hurt him. Maybe. I can't bear to look at myself in the reflection any longer. I toss the knife away and collapse onto the ground, my resolve crumbling. I sob and sob and sob. Double, upon hearing the clatter, teleports over. I can't even hear his words over my own agony. I sob and scream and sob and scream until my voice disappears, until my throat feels like sandpaper, until I can taste blood. But no matter how much I cry, no matter how much I scream, no one will save me. No one can save me. It's only Double and I. Exactly like you wanted all along. I don't like that one. We need Haley. Haley, please, just ease the sadness. We're gonna bounce back and forth because Doubles is gonna be rough. Haley's is gonna be probably nice, and then non-binary stars is gonna be a little rough, and then Ray is probably gonna be nice. Okay. The three of us ride through the early night, the warm summer wind brushing against us in the cheap convertible. We finally make it to our destination. A road far in the middle of nowhere, twisting, turning, beautifully manicured gardens leading up to a mansion. Our next target. We leave the van. Hal and I scout the outside of the ostentatious house. After a round of scouting, we meet back up. Hal has found our way in. Next, Hal works to disarm the security system. I scout the exit route while Miles keeps watch out front. That's a terrible idea to let Miles do that. Everything is going pretty well to plan so far. A gig like this is basically like a rinse and repeat for our little group. Hal soon finds me, leading me to a back entrance. Look, this door has no camera, no security system either. Can you believe it? Don't trust that. Haley shakes their head in disbelief, pointing to a plastic device screwed into the wall beside the door. The camera up there is fake. It doesn't have wires or batteries. What? Really? Why would they do that? Haley gives a dry laugh. How do you think his mistress enters without alerting his wife? And for that reason, the camera inside are also easily turned off. Wow, jackpot, I guess. Haley mumbles in agreement while easily unlocking nondescript back door. Can you grab Miles? By the time I return with Miles in tow, Haley had already dismantled the indoor cameras. We enter in the mansion, the marble floors clicking under Haley's boots. Hal turns to us. So everyone remember the plan, right? There is some silence and then Miles leans over to me whispering, a plan? I love Miles. Miles, do you seriously have to forget every time? Miles pushes up his sweatshirt sleeves and holds up his arms. I wrote it here, but it kinda got washed off in the shower. Haley face palms with a groan. You know what though? I'm Miles, because I'm like, hey, what is the plan? I remember us talking about it. I really do. We said that you was gonna dismantle some stuff, and then we was gonna break in, and then after that, my brain just didn't register the rest. Oh, thank God for that. You could just wear a shirt that says, I'm going to rob this house instead if you wanted. Oh, was that part of the plan? No! I love him. I can almost see the migraine surfacing on Haley's forehead. Miles, first, move the car to the back exit route. Then, you watch the cameras on your phone. If you give us a heads up the second you see someone coming, it'll give us a 5 minutes heads up, which should be more than enough to get out of here in time. Miles nods, giving a thumbs up. Haley turns to me about to ask if I know my assignment, but I give them a small nod. Alright, let's get going. This is a quick in and out. We break and I immediately head to the location upstairs. Soon I find the master bedroom and start digging in any drawers I can find. I place aside any item that looks like it may be worth something, making sure to throw some clothes around as I go so the scene appears as if the robbery was done quickly. But I know exactly what I'm looking for. I easily sift through the nightstands and then make my way towards the closet next. I open the closet and blanch at the incredible amount of stuff. Books, clothes, pictures, perfumes, jewelry, boxes. The value in this closet alone could have estimated $1 million easily. After stretching my neck a bit, I get to work. I start pulling out fabric, jewelry, digging through boxes. Wow, that's a lot of shit. I near jump out of my damn skin at the sound of Hal's voice. Fuck, Hal? Are you a ghost or something? Yes. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to sneak up on you there. Did you already get the files? Yep, I didn't even have to force my way in or take the drive. The password was literally his mistress's birthday. 34 years younger than him, by the way. Ew. Gross. Haley nods in agreement. You need any help? I could use some, yeah. Haley jumps in on my search, throwing valuables in my growing pile, taking extra care to search through the boxes. A couple minutes go by as we search and sift through in silence. Oh my god, look at this shit. I glance up and Haley is sporting the most ridiculous hat I have ever seen. Puke green, fur trimmed, satin, and diamond encrusted. Take it with y'all. I laugh at the absurd hat. So out of place on Haley's head. Okay, now that is a damn war crime. I turn around, grabbing a piece of clothing from the ground. But is it as bad as this? I put on an ostentatious silver jacket made in a shiny material that would confound scientists across the globe. The shoulder pads let out obnoxious squeaks as I pose like a model for Haley. Haley's laugh bubbles over. Personally, it's not high fashion enough for me yet, darling. Haley purses their lips snootily in an exaggerated, joking expression. Now, if you add some of these, we can talk. Haley holds up a pair of sunglasses for me to take. They resemble a single, black bar that reach dangerous horizontal lengths. Oh no. I take the sunglasses, putting them on. I feel like I could walk the runway in these. I strut around and attempt to do a fashion spin, but the glasses get caught on the corner of the wall and they snap in two. Oh no, with half still on my face. We keel over in laughter. Oh, are you guys having fun without me? Miles appears in the doorway. Miles! Whoa, sick fits. I gotta get styled too. Miles scours the pile of clothing and lands on a harsh pink and green bodycon dress. Miles put it on. He smiles deviously, fitting it narrowly over his jeans and sweatshirt. Oh my god. Do I look pretty? You are the prettiest in the whole world. Yeah, but not as pretty as Hal. Let's be disgusting. Yeah, but not as pretty as Hal. Aw, you always take Hal's side, he pouts. Skill issue. Miles moseys over to a pile of discarded clothing. He rifles through it and starts to dress himself in random things. Okay, what about now? Haley and I look up at Miles. His arms are covered in Rolexes up to his elbow, and he sports the most obnoxious pair of sunglasses. Haley and I break out in laughter. The three of us continue trying on clothing and joking, soon dancing and singing, wearing ridiculous coats and scarves, dresses, boots. What about the thing we were supposed to be getting? Haley spins me while we dance together. I lose my footing, tripping over a dress and maybe a necklace. A large painting topples over as I bump into it, knocking it off the wall. Underneath the painting is a safe. We all stare, shocked. Hey guys, I think we found it. They look at the safe. That's definitely it. How much you want to bet it's the same password? The mistress's birthday? You wouldn't. That would be so... No. Dumb. Haley opens the safe, smiling confidently at me. They take out the document, sifting through them. This is it. We got him. Let's pack it up and... A light flashes into the house from the driveway. Miles? When was the last time you checked the cameras? Miles holds up his phone. The screen is black. Miles. Oh yeah, my phone kinda died. Fuck, we gotta go now. I gather up what I can of the valuables and we break into a sprint down the hallway, then the stairs. The light approaches, bouncing in the walls, illuminating us. A string of curses spill from my lips as my legs carry me as fast as they can through the long hallways. As we finally make it to the back door, I hear the lock click on the front door. Haley's already has the car started as I hop in the back of the convertible. We peel out of the back exit as the light turns on in the house, my heart beating 100 miles an hour. Where's Miles? We hit the road, with speed heading north into the night. We did it. Oh, thank God we did it. We did it. Hell yeah. Woo! Where's Miles? Is Miles in the car? We celebrate and shout, driving into the night. After a few hours, we begin to slow as we drive through a small town. Let's get some food and bowling. Bowling? Haley pulls up to a large building labeled in neon lights as 24-hour bowling and diner. My treat tonight. Haley swivels their head, looking at both Miles and I. Okay, so Miles is in the car. That would have been hilarious if we left Miles. You guys aren't tired yet, right? Bowling! I love bowling! I hate bowling. I hate bowling. I hate bowling. I actually hate bowling. Miles gives a small whoop and eagerly jogs towards the building. Bowling it is then. Haley strips the catsuit, changing into their usual fit. We walk into the bowling and diner combo. Surprisingly, it is quite busy. The usual patrons and workers seem to know Haley fondly, offering them free food and lanes. Haley turns them down, insisting on paying for our group. We walk up to the lane that has a small table in the back. I ordered us a bit of everything. Haley gets up and stretches. So, who's ready to get beat? Haley then types their name into the digital scoreboard. Miles hops up, also typing his name into the scoreboard. I follow, typing my name into the scoreboard as well. We start to bowl. Halfway through the game, our food arrives to the table and we take a quick break to eat. I didn't realize how hungry I had gotten. Miles takes out his phone and snaps a picture of his arm covered in Rolexes in front of the pancakes. Miles, you aren't posting that on the internet, right? Nah, Dad was wondering how lessons were going. Miles, don't. Oh, Dad said he's gonna give you a bonus. Never mind then, carry on. I chew on some food thoughtfully. Miles, your dad really wants you to become a villain, huh? Yeah, he says it's in our blood, but I'm like, that's your dream, Dad, not mine. The old man says I'm a disgrace to the family, but he doesn't get it. Villains just aren't cool. I want to help people. Miles' usual cheery demeanor shrinks, and he hunches over, staring thoughtfully at the pancake in front of him. A sympathetic look moves across Hal's face. Don't worry about it too much, Miles. Maybe if we work hard, we can show him that it's not realistic for you to be a villain. Hal smiles. Yeah, but let's not think about that for now. We got some bowling to do. Miles instantly cheers up, shooting forward from his seat to the lane. Despite how much they tend to bicker, Haley does seem to know how to cheer Miles up. He walks over and grabs the bowling ball, hurling it down the lane with a surprising amount of precision. Miles scores a strike and Haley and I cheer for him. He looks so proud of himself. He's a good boy. I look at Haley and I can tell they are genuinely enjoying themselves. Close to 4 a.m. in a diner that features both pancakes and bowling. Something close to peace travels over me and I can't help but to smile too. In this moment, life felt so beautiful and felt so perfect. And I won't tell Miles that it was actually my turn that he threw that strike on. Eventually, we finish our game and our food. Miles was unexpectedly proficient at bowling. Is that his power is he's just very good at, he's just luck, is that his thing? We leave the diner behind us as we drive out into the day. The sunrise greets us as the road paves our way forward to our next adventure. Part of me never wants this beautiful moment to change. That made up for double. That made up for double. I'm okay. That made up for double. Okay, you are the prettiest Miles in the whole world. Miles takes on a cutesy pose and a southern accent. Oh, shucks. Y'all make me feel like $1,000,000. I walk over and put on some all too large sunglasses onto Miles's face. Now you are pretty and mysterious. Do you think I could seduce a widowed old man into these? Seduce? Not sure. Rob a bank though? Definitely. Miles looks off into the distance, deep in thought. Kind of the same thing if you think about it. That one was good. I feel better. All right, let's move on to my mans. You're not my mans, but this is my mans, but we're gonna do you first. I'm scared. Cause he's crazy. Double is the, he's crazy. Non-binary stars, he's crazy. He's crazy. It's a difference. You gotta listen to the inflection, to the tone. The aroma of oil and garlic fill Binary Star's kitchen. We don't even call him anymore. I sit there, staring at him from the dining room table. He catches my gaze and gives me one of his iconic smiles. We don't want this. It is shallow, able to be swept away by a change in tide. Be a dear and set the table? Ray asks, his eyes shifting back to the pan in his hands. His calm yet confident voice carries over the soft music that hums in the background. I get up and grab 2 plates from his cupboard. He watches me pass by, but dares not reach out towards me. Despite living together, we haven't had much intimacy yet. Things were nice and rosy for a while, but the longer he is Binary Star, the less I have seen Ray. Between Binary Star and Ray, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure if I understand either. I understand Ray with everything inside of me. That is my man. Half the time, I'm not even sure who I'm talking to anymore. Things started to get tense when he couldn't find Double. After a few weeks, Binary Star decided it would have been better if he stopped trying. His search extended too far and it was too dangerous to be away from me so long. So instead, he watches over me in his skyscraper apartment. Every now and then, Ray disappears for a couple of days. Sometimes hurt, other times not. I recently noticed the number of abilities he has must be increasing. It's not good. His mental state seems changing too. When he doesn't notice me looking, his facial expression seems truly empty, devoid of anything that resembles a human. It worries me. I'm so excited to do Ray. I don't even know how to ask if he's okay. It made me realize I knew Binary Star even less than I thought I did. I set the table nicely, putting wine glasses out along with water glasses. When Ray plates the food, I place it on the table too. I sit down in my seat in the way that it has become all too normal. With a light pop, Ray opens a wine bottle, bringing it to the table. Would you like some? No, because I don't trust Binary Star. I'm okay, I think. He smiles. Probably for the best. What's that supposed to mean? I didn't mean it as an insult. Only that alcohol doesn't have the health properties people say that it does. I nod lightly. He smiles again. We start to eat. Silence rests over the soft music. Music Ray somehow knew that I liked. Is it all right? I nod. It's very good. Great. I learned this recipe to cook for you specifically. I was hoping you would enjoy it. I look up, a shallow, bright smile adorning his expression. We fall back into silence, only accompanied by the light clattering of utensils. Soon enough, the dinner is over and Ray takes my plate. I get up from my seat, wine glass and water glass in hand. Ray, he turns around at the sound of my voice. I really need to go outside. His face immediately falls, shedding the mask he so often wears. I can't stay all cooped up like this. Ray places the plates in the sink with a sigh. He washes his hands and dries them off. Every elongated second makes me more nervous. Ray finally approaches me. As he walks over, there is a loud explosion. The ground shakes and lights flicker. I stumble, dropping the crystal wine glass, which shatters onto the ground. The flickering light reflects off the hundreds of glass shards, illuminating me like the stars. Don't move. Ray is over me in a split second. He leans down gently, scooping me up into his arms and lifting me up without an ounce effort. Ray holds me in his arms as he saunters over to the window. You know, I was about to say, at least he ain't shoving glass into our clavicle. No, this is a different type of abusive relationship. My star, look. I look up at him. He stares off into the tall window, one of the many that lines his apartment. I follow his gaze, my eyes landing on a dark cloud that begins to cover the other side of the city. They're back? The aliens begin to stalk across the city, destroying, decimating as they please. Yes, it's unsafe for you out there. Ray. The heroes aren't equipped to protect the city any longer from those things. He smiles at me and then turns back to the window. But the aliens, they are smart. They won't bother us, so the whole city will be ours. We will never have to worry about double coming after you again. I press my finger against the window. The aliens move underneath it, flames and smoke trailing behind. Ray, you didn't. Ray, you didn't, baby, you didn't. What happened to the other heroes? Ray looks down at me. He gives a sad smile. They couldn't keep up with the demand. The aliens got smarter, but the heroes didn't, and I devoured each and every one of them. Between the aliens and villains, heroes just started to drop like flies. It's a harsh world out there. I watch as more aliens move across the horizon, the glass chill on my fingertip. As I watch a tower in the distance topple and crumble, it makes me feel sad. I'm sad. It makes me feel sad. This beautiful city destroyed for what? People suffering for what? If nobody understands the intentions of these aliens, how can we even begin to process the loss, to mourn for each other? I bite my lip to keep the tears from spilling over. Ray places a kiss on my head, his warmth lingering. Everything will be okay, I promise. Don't be sad. You should be happy, my shining star. What is he talking about? Why would I be happy? What is he talking about? It's painful now, but it will be good for us in the end. I watch someone running for their life only to be picked up like a toy. How will this ever be good for us? For anyone? You won't have to worry about double anymore. I look at the carnage below. It's not worth it. Ray looks at me, his jaw sets ever so slightly. How could my safety be worth this? Hundreds of lives, thousands. The other heroes may not be able to do anything. But you could stop it, Ray. You could save them. Ray sets me on my feet. Gives me a hard look, studying my face. No. What? What do you mean? Like, you can't, or do you not want to? I have everything I could ever want right here. If this opportunity makes life better for us, I'd be a fool to stop it. Your safety is what is most important. Over the lives of thousands of people? That doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay, so I let the world burn. It's different. It's different if he actually likes me. He's just doing this because of like his own like little obsession in his own brain, like his last like grasp at humanity. So it's not sexy right now. If it was Ray doing it though, not binary star. Blech. Ray, it can't be just us. What if we have kids? Ray frowns. The expression felt real. It felt honest. He leans in. I take a step back, but my back is pressed against the cold glass. Star, it is just us. It's always been just us. Oh no, he's just double. He's just double. He's just double. Ray, please. My pleas fall on deaf ears. He turns to walk away, but part of me knows I have one more chance. What if it's, ooh, that one sounds a little rough. So I'm gonna just say, please save them. Ray, please save them. I collapse onto my knees. Sobs rack my body. Ray pauses. He turns around looking at my pitiful state. As I sob, Ray slowly approaches me. He crouches down and wipes away my tears. Please, Ray, please. I sob like a broken record. A carousel of conflicted expressions drift across my face. Ray wipes away my tears, placing kisses on my cheeks, lips, and nose. Just don't think about it, Star. It'll be easier that way. I can't just not think about it. Ooh, this is getting a little too close to home in the state of this world that we are in right now. So many people will die because of me. I can't live like that. I can't go on living knowing that. Well, I won't let you die either. Then what am I supposed to do, Ray? Tell me. If this happens, if people die like that, I can't forgive myself. I will curse myself and spiral into despair. I look up at him, glaring fiercely. And I will begin to hate you too. Ooh, Ray smiles softly. I already hate myself. Then hate me. Hate me like it's your last connection to sanity. You can curse me, hit me, ignore me until you've had your fill. I'll take all of it. Your hate, anger, sadness. I'll take it all. Every damn day if it means that you'll be safe and alive by my side. Jesus Christ. I bury my face in my hands, the feeling of defeat washing over me. Ray reaches out, and I grasp him. I curse him and curse him and curse him while hugging him tightly, sobbing, screaming, crying into his shirt. Even as the cause of my pain, he is the only one I can reach out to for comfort. Part of me wondered if he intended that all along, or if he just happened to end up here. Oh, he's foul for that. Okay, let's remain sentence. Let's say yes. I nod lightly, and Ray gives a tasteful pour into my glass. I watch, mesmerized by the dark red liquid as it lightly ebbs against the crystal. Ray pours himself some and sets it on the table. We start to eat. Would the aliens just stop after taking over the city? Ray gives me a measured look, then he smiles. It's hard to say. My guess would be no, but who knows? I watch as more aliens move across the horizon, the glass chill on my fingertips. As I watch a tower in the distance topple and crumble, it makes me feel scared. Makes me feel scared. These terrifying beasts lurk and kill. We have no real idea how many of them there are. What they plan to do. Ray holds me a bit tighter. Don't worry. I'll protect you until my last breath. They won't be able to touch a hair on your head. It's painful now, but it'll be good for us in the end. I watch someone running for their life, only to be picked up like a toy. I'm scared to say it. What if it's not just us? What if it's not just us? Ray pauses. He turns around slowly. So it's coming. What? What if there can be someone else too? Are we asking for a baby? Hold on. Ray walks over slowly. Are you saying, yeah, are we saying what we think we saying? Are you saying what I think you're saying? I don't want to raise our oh, not us pulling the baby card. Not us pulling the baby trap card. Oh my God. I don't want to raise our family in an alien infested, destroyed city. Ray's eyes widen. He searches my face, my mind, trying to determine if this is my attempt at humor in our family. Ray approaches closer. He places his hand on my face, cupping it lightly. Our family. Binary Star places a deep kiss onto my lips. I can feel his hands shake slightly. He pulls back, breathless. I don't think I've been happier in my whole life than in this moment. I want our kids to have friends, neighbors, companions in the same city they grew up in. Kids with a S. Ray said, further start saying S. You plural? Okay. He kisses me again, pulling back, and there is so much love in his eyes that it threatens to knock me off my feet. Okay, so I guess this one isn't that bad. This part's not that bad. I just can't say no to you, Star. Ray kisses me again, lifting me up, pressing my back against the glass. What you about to do, Daddy? Ray! I push him back a bit, and he obliges, leaning back, looking down with the heat swirling behind his eyes. Can you please go save them first? He looks at me intensely, unmoving, unconvinced. He said, not before. I knew that was gonna happen. Sleepy, please. Let me taste you a bit first. I'll take care of it right after. His hand grips my thigh as he leans in closer to my neck. Ray! His lips trail my neck, nibbling and licking as they move their way north towards my ear. Ray, later, please. He leans back again as I cover my neck against any future attacks. He stares blankly. Right when you get back, I promise. After a few seconds, Ray lets out a deep sigh. Fine, I'll go. He lowers my feet to the ground and backs up. Ray begins to saunter off. I can tell by his walk that he is dreading getting back into the suit. I know. Wait, Ray, you forgot something. Ray turns around confused. I bound towards him, placing a kiss on his cheek. I whisper to him, Thank you, Ray. You are my hero. His face heats up, a light pink, and he can't hide a small, genuine smile. Okay. So I know he's a little crazy. He's a little crazy in this one, but like, it's not double crazy. Double was just double trouble, double bad ending. We wasn't coming back. But this one, we're gonna have babies, and you know, if I keep promising him more and more, if we just stay barefoot and pregnant, we can save the world. Who knew that you would save the world through Punani Dasani one day? In this autobiography. Go get some sleep, Star. I'll see you when I get back. Ray leaves the condo and I collapse onto the couch. A whirlwind of emotions fly through me. I just promised this man a baby. Eventually, enough time passes that Ray is likely not in enough vicinity to hear my thoughts. Honestly, the stuff about family was a last-ditch effort. The only thing I could think of at the time. Part of me wasn't even sure I wanted kids. The larger part of me wasn't sure if I wanted kids with Ray himself. That's not me talking, because I want some with Ray, but not binary star. It was the best I could do at the time to convince him. And I thank my lucky stars that it worked. I guaranteed a future, not only for myself, but for the rest of the city's citizens. I likely guaranteed a future for Ray himself as well. Something deep inside of Ray is deeply wrong. Misformed and ever-growing. I can't ignore something like that any longer. I need to keep him moving, motivated. Because some part of me can't shake the feeling that the minute binary star stops moving is the minute everything else does too. Just keep popping out babies. Babe, I'm pregnant again. He's like, I just killed the CEO. We can take his house. Ray! Okay. All right. You cannot hold me liable for how I'm about to act, okay? I just need us all to know. You cannot hold me liable for how I'm about to act. I'm fine. The sunlight shines through the large window. I turn in the bed, my hands brushing against an unfamiliar emptiness beside me. It's still partially warm. He must have recently gotten up. I stretch and rise out of bed, greeting the new day with a tired body. My feet travel over the heated ground as I move through the spacious condo. The sound of coffee being brewed echoes in the air. I make my way to the kitchen. As I round the corner, I see Ray leaning against the counter, looking over a stack of papers. Good morning, I yawn. He looks up, slightly surprised, placing the stack onto the table as he makes his way over to me. Good morning, Star. How'd you sleep? He places a kiss on the top of my head. I slept so good. I slept so good, Daddy. I think I slept pretty well. Ray smiles softly, straightening out my bunched up shirt. You sure look like you slept pretty well. Oh, I pull a face when Ray laughs. Don't pout, Star. You look cute. You were so peaceful. I love him. You were so peaceful while asleep. I tried my best not to wake you when I got up. Ew, you were staring at me while I was sleeping? You creep. I tease him back. A flash of annoyance drifts across Ray's expression. I keep taunting me and I'll take you right back to the bed, he warns coolly. I shut my mouth and sit down on one of the kitchen seats. This is the energy that I need. Do you want any coffee? Ray asks while picking up a mug. No, I like tea. No, thank you. Ray pours himself a cup and starts to sip. Or for me, I guess. Knock yourself out, old man. A look of shock hits Ray's face. He starts to cough. Oh man, excuse me? He places the coffee cup down. I am not an old man. This is what I needed. This is what I needed. You drink coffee like one? What? What does that mean? Ray looks genuinely confused. I can't help but to laugh. Ray approaches and my laugh is soon cut short as he looms above where I sit. My star, are you really messing with me at 8? I want to scream. My star, are you really messing with me at 8:30 in the morning? I bet my eyes, attempting to look innocent. Ray lets out a groan, rubbing his eyes while walking back to the counter. I should have started drinking coffee earlier if I knew you were going to come out of the bed goddamn swinging. You're a fucking menace. I glance at the papers that he was looking through. His eyes follow my own and he walks over, picking them up. Ray gives a tired smile and places them on the sleek counter in front of me. Some rental properties? I shift through the stack of apartments. A good portion of them are pretty solid finds. You said the last ones were too expensive, so I tried to find something a bit more reasonable for you. I continue to flip through them. You didn't have to find all of these for me, I say, feeling a little guilty. I glance up at Ray. He smiles at me in an embarrassed way, probably realizing he might have overdone it a tad. Well, you said being here was temporary and you wanted your own place. But of course, you are more than welcome to stay here. In fact, I would love you too. I look at Ray. He seems genuine. I do care about him and I like being around him. But our relationship, or whatever this is, it didn't really start out on the best footing. And I can't just live with him. I need to rebuild trust with him first. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Think with your brain and not your ovaries, everybody. You can take it slow. Take all the time needed to rebuild it. Ray. Oh, sorry. He cringes. We previously set boundaries where Ray would not read my mind, but after a lifetime of old habit, a new habit can be hard to build. We are learning. It's okay. Ray smiles, seeming genuinely relieved. I dog-eared the ones that I thought looked good. I started flipping through, looking at a lot of the bookmarked ones. Something similar seemed to carry throughout all of them. Are all of these within a 3-block vicinity from here? Ray gives a little smirk, sipping his coffee. I'll take it. I still want you close to me, sir. Sue me. I'm okay with that. Ray gives me an indecipherable look. You should be happy I'm even letting you go. Exactly. Like, I'm not. Exactly. That's why I'm like, I'll take it. Let me be 3 blocks away. I can take that. A second passes before he smiles. Kidding. No, you're not. He was not kidding. He was not kidding. So, what are your plans for today? I think for a moment, but decide on not responding to his former statement. Probably job hunting, visiting some of these rentals. This one looks pretty good, I say, pulling a paper from the stack. Ray sips his coffee, looking thoughtfully. Sounds nice. Maybe I'll join. I don't remember inviting you, and don't you have work? Ray sets down his coffee. He brushes his hand through his hairs. Not really feeling it today. Ray, you protect the whole city. What do you mean you're not feeling like? They can deal with me skipping a day. They can. Take a break, baby. Matter of fact, over here, come take a break. If the city can't protect itself for a single day, it doesn't deserve to have the peace that it does. He is growing. Didn't that supervillain Vandal announce that he was going to attack the city today? Roy sipped some coffee, waving his hand dismissively. Not my problem, he stated dismissively. I'm okay with that. Plus, I'm depressed. The object of my love and affections is moving out. Ray gives a sad express. I can't. I visualized a pouting Ray and I didn't like that in my brain. It was just something that I can't deal with him doing the... Ray gives a sad expression that was obviously forced. I think I might have to lay in bed and watch sitcoms all day. He's really playing it up. You hate sitcoms. Nature documentaries, then. Depressed people don't watch nature documentaries. Oh, so first you break my heart and now you put me in a box? You are so ruthless, Star. I'm okay, I'm not screaming. Ray cracks a smile, unable to keep a straight face. You are so insufferable. I learned from the best brat around. He gives me a cocky wink. Listen, I will gladly have this man's babies. I will gladly stay barefoot and pregnant so he stays sane. I will do it. I will do it. I don't care what tricks I gotta do. I will spin on it like a sit and spin. Ray starts to rinse his mug. Ray, are you really not going to protect the city? Ray doesn't answer and just places his mug in the dishwasher. I get up and approach the tired-looking blonde man. Ray, please? No. You know what? I'm not mad at him for having these boundaries. He's putting his body, his mental health, and like just everything else on the line 24/7. There are other heroes. There are literal other heroes. I'm sure we can create a system where we can create a system. Y'all don't need him 24/7. Be weaponize incompetency so you can have the people who are the best. Listen, I will defend my mans to the end of the day. Ray sighs, his shoulders slumping. Fine, but I need to steal some energy from you first. What? Ray turns around and wraps me in a tight hug. His arms and chest surround me like a cocoon. His soft flutter plush against my face. His hot breath brushes against my ear, making goosebumps rise on my skin. My face heats up and I start to squirm. Continues to hold me. I can feel his calm, steady heartbeat. Something in me knew he was holding on to me, as if I was his last thread to this world. Stay with us, Ray. Don't disappear. He breathes me in and exhales, grounding himself to humanity. A minute or so passes, and finally Ray pulls back. Okay, sorry. I feel energized again. I'll go to work now. Sorry for worrying you, Star. Kiss this man. Kiss this man goodbye. I look at the tired man leaned over the sink. His pale hair slips over his shoulders as he works. The dull shine sparkles in the sun that peeks through the window. Despite his past, despite his perceived failures, despite his agony, hatred, contempt, he was fighting still. Fighting against the hardest competitor, himself. I love this depressed man. He turns to finish the rest of the dishes. Ray, I call to him. He turns slightly to look at me. I take the opportunity to cup his face, bringing his lips to mine. I kiss him deeply, with so much care. At first his eyes are wide, shocked. He then deepens the kiss, dropping whatever he was holding to wrap his arms around me, to press himself into me more desperately than before. I correct my arms, wrapping them around his neck. He walks me backwards a bit as he pushes into me, threading the kiss ever deeper. I finally break away, looking up at him, breathless. How is that for some energy? I smirk at him. His eyes stare at me with molten heat. I'm going to be late to work, he states matter of fact before picking me up with ease. He carries me out of the kitchen and towards the bedroom. Ray looks at me with so much love in his eyes. I'm not sure either of us thought we would end up here. Loved and being loved and loved. The future may not be the smoothest of roads. Between us, there's a lot damaged, a lot broken. There's a chance that we can't repair it, that two broken people only serve to shatter each other more, to pull each other apart. But right now is this single moment in time. I needed Ray, and Ray needed me. As if it was foreseen in the stars, we met. We collided. The gravitational pull keeping us in a preordained dance. We orbit each other. I love that. I love that. I think I had a nightmare. I think I had a nightmare. Ray's face looks concerned. His voice comes out gentle, slow. Do you want to talk about it? I shake my head lightly. I'm not sure it didn't make sense, even if I tried. Ray smiles sympathetically. He walks closer. I used to have nightmares pretty often as a kid. What helped you get rid of them? He smiles softly. Well, I don't think I ever really got rid of them. After a while, you just get used to them. They eventually just stop being scary. He brushes down some of my bed head. I know, probably not what you wanted to hear, huh? No, but some part of me had a feeling that was the case. It is. I think I just gotta work through them. Ray places a kiss on my cheek. You can always talk to me about them if you want to. You know that, right? I bite my lip and nod. Ray smiles. Good. Do your best today. Ray looks at me curiously. You can do it. I give a small fist bump, getting embarrassed as I try to cheer on Ray. Ray covers his face, turning away. I knew he was trying his hardest not to laugh at me. Oh my god, Ray, you are so rude. I pout, crossing my arms, looking at him through knitted eyebrows. Ray laughs genuinely, his eyes creasing and eyebrows pressing upwards. My pout softens as I realize I'd never actually seen him laugh genuinely before. He reaches over and rustles my hair. You are just too goddamn cute. You know that? What am I gonna do with you, Star? I was just trying to cheer you on. I mumble, looking away, face red. Ray puts his hands up in defeat, smiling. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, really. I promise I won't laugh next time. I look at him skeptically. I swear it. Fine. He approaches me, cupping my face. Ray smiles at me warmly. Please cheer me on again, Star. He mumbles to me in a soft voice, leaning down and placing a tender kiss on my cheek. My face heats up once again. Fine. Ray looks at me with so much love in his eyes. Alright, y'all, that is all of Binary Star Hero. It was a journey. I'm happy that, first of all, just stay away from double. Double trouble, boil and bubble. Stay away from double. That his happy ending was either getting stabbed or breaking down. One or the other. Haley's happy ending was, I love that. Hey, it was all so good. But the happy ending with Ray, y'all, I love this game. I don't think I have loved a game this hard in ever. I loved it. I will play this again. I highly recommend that you play it. The link is always in the description. Make sure you play it. Support the creator if you can. Go ahead and give it a nice ranking. They are still working on Favor, of course. I'm very excited. They just know how to write characters I love. They already know how to write characters I love. So make sure you go ahead and give it a nice little ranking and comment on the video. Let them know that maybe you watched my video or you watched Espoir or Lion or Yinny or whoever. Degenerate. Like, just let Concrete Parasite know that this is the top tier game. Top tier. I thoroughly enjoy watching how these characters grow, how they break, the humanity that they put in them. It was just chef's kiss. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with Ray. He's my type. That's my type. And that is the end of our binary star hero adventures. My heart. As always, thank you so much for spending time with me. I love seeing your face. I love having you here. I love being oh so sleepy and oh so cozy. And remember that day by day, moment by moment, you are blossoming like a flower of lavender, calm, collected, and fragrant. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. So sad that it's over. I'm so sad it's over. It's over. Cry because it happened or something. Smile because it happened. I'm crying. Forget that. I was just kidding. Apparently there was a secret surprise after I finished like recording everything, and Espoir told me about it. The day has been slow. Not many people coming or going. I can't help but to space out. My eyes blur as I fight to keep focus and stay alert. Maybe I can use some coffee myself. My eyes trace the subtle grooves and crevices of the countertop as I space out.
Hello? Can I, order a coffee?
You can't see my face, but I'm screaming right now. I'm screaming. I glance upwards, my eyes meeting the strange customer's form. They smile, their mouth full of sharp teeth. They sport some sharp horns and a peculiar tail.
No one told you it's rude to stare?
Oh, sorry.
I'm just teasing. You can keep looking. I don't mind.
You need to get out of my face. I clear my throat and shift on my feet. Uncomfortable. His sharp teeth gleam in the light.
So what would you recommend here?
Oh, well, it depends what you are feeling.
What do you think I'm craving? I'll give you one guess.
My hand in marriage? Oh, yeah? What do I get if I guess right? The customer looks amused. He leans in.
Whatever you want.
I laugh at the bold proclamation. You will give me whatever I want?
Yes. But the question you should be asking is, what will I take if you lose?
Regardless, we're getting married. Take my hand in marriage. I knot my eyebrows. Their tone seemed friendly, but something screamed in me that danger slithered under the surface. Well then, what will you take? They just smile.
You like surprises, don't you?
Not that kind. I'm not sure. The customer leans back.
Give it a go.
Doesn't Z have a sweet tooth? I think he has a sweet tooth. Let's give him caramel. They laugh. Don't be rude.
Oh, human. I'd drink it if you made it.
Stop.
But not right now.
Well, I guess I lost then.
And I win.
Rest in peace, guys. It was good knowing you. I had a good run as a YouTuber for now. And I wish you all the best. I feel like you somehow rigged this. They smile innocently.
Oh dear. Oh me, oh my. What a sore loser.
The customer openly mocks me, cackling loudly. You are such an asshole.
You love that about me, though.
I do. I do.
You love me.
What? No, I don't. I don't even know you.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. My head begins to reel. My surroundings feel wrong.
You didn't even ask yet.
The customer leans on the counter looking down at me. I back up a bit, frazzled by the sudden closeness. Ask what? I start to feel dizzy.
What I get to take now.
We should stop playing around.
No, you lost. So now you pay the price.
Z. The customer, Z, leans in close.
With your sleep.
My jaw drops. What?
I'm taking your sleep from you.
You can't do that. My name is literally Sleepy Bug. Oh. Z leans in closer. They whisper to me.
Wake up. It's time to wake up, sweetheart. Join me. Wake